welcome back to Laura's budget. This is going to be a bit of a weird one. I don't know if it's going to be a really quick video or a really long one. Basically I want to come on and reallocate my fill the jar. I completed this in my last video. So yeah, I just wanted to come and reallocate this money, and at the same time I've just finally finished labelling all of my new sinking funds and just really nailing how I want my binders organised going into the future. So I just thought, actually, while I'm going to come and reallocate this and put it into some sinking funds, it might be quite good to just sit and chat it through with you guys, so why not? So this was fill the jar that I completed in my sort of roundup of the week. Yeah, really pleased that I got this done, because that was my goal for August. So from that challenge we got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100 pounds. So I've had a think, and there are some bits I still need to get for our upcoming holiday in a couple of weeks' time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that money out of here. So I'm going to take 20, 30, 40 pounds of that 100, and that is going to go into my purse for spending. Actually, some of this might go back to banks. There's something I need to get from Amazon, but yeah, essentially this is going to be spent. I'm very pleased that I've got this, because like I said, this month my spending budget has been quite low, so there's a few bits that I need to get. A ring float for my son for the pool on holiday. He's seen a unicorn one that he really wants, like a sparkly pink and white unicorn thing, so I'll get him that. And then I'm going to put some money towards getting myself some new swimming costumes, so I'll put this towards my spending money for next week and just go and get myself a couple of swimming costumes, because yes, I don't have anything that fits and I'd really just like to be comfortable on holiday, so I'm going to do that. So that money is going off to the side to be spent. So that leaves us with £60 to stuff into some sinking funds, which is fab. So these are my new sinking fund binders. I might end up having to rearrange this one particularly. So this is it with with all of my sinking funds in. And it's quite chunky without actually having any money in there. So at the moment, this is my high priority and this is my low priority, but it might be that at some point in the near future, I'm gonna have to expand into another binder, just because I'd rather not having to be fighting with these binders all the time. So I'll have to rethink in the future about how they'll be reorganized, but for now, we have low priorities and high priorities. And I did in the week, since my last video, I've got my Cash But Cute delivery. I was going to wait and show it to you guys on here, but the impatience got the better of me and I just wanted everything set up and ready to go. So let's have a little look at what we've got. So in the low priority binder now we have my spends. So in here I'm using the Cash But Cute. This is when I have to fight with every single envelope, isn't it? So in Laura spends, I have the Cash But Cute coffee break. This says £45. I'm not like overly fussed on what amount I get in here, but I just thought £45 is a good little amount to work towards, and it's going to keep me from every time there's a £5 in there going, oh, I'm going to go and spend that £5. So yeah, for now, this is what I'm going to be working towards. It's so cute, it's so gorgeous. I don't know if that, I'm trying to get that foil, there you go, to show up on the camera, but yeah, I love that. So I'll be quite happily popping a little £5 in here and then. So then we have Alex spends. This is my husband, and for him I went with the Cash But Cute pizza payroll. So just got all these different bits and bobs. He loves a pizza takeaway, whereas I really do not like a pizza takeaway. Is anyone else with me on that one? So I feel like you can get some really decent pizzas in the grocery shops for yeah, like £4 for a really nice pizza. I cannot justify the costs associated with pizza takeaways. And I'm not like a big enough pizza lover to push through and pay that money. So I'd much rather spend that £55 on a Chinese takeaway or something like that, Thai. So yeah, we've got Alex spends. Then we have Ezra spends. So I have moved Ezra's Sweet Pea Challenge from my challenge binder. And I thought actually this works really well as a little tracker for his spending money. And then when that is complete, he is going to be in need of some new clothes, obviously coming into like the colder months. So this should be perfectly timed actually, £80 to go towards some vintage bargains. What do we have next? Window cleaner. So we have a window cleaner. It costs £18 every 6 weeks to get our windows cleaned, which I think is a pretty good price, and I'm really happy with the guy who does them. So I will be putting money in here to cover that cost going forward. Previously it's just come out of like groceries or my spending money, so it's nice to have an allocated little pouch to be putting some money towards. The Colourpop 50, I haven't touched this in a while, but it's been in my challenge binder. This is going to be for a car clean. Again, when we've needed the car cleaned in previous months, it's just come out of other pots. But yeah, it will be amazing to have a little fund ready to go. And I thought £50, that will cover a clean and then the part of the next clean as well. So that is brilliant. I'm really happy that that is going to go towards that, and it's already got, what is it, £25 in there, so that's a fab start for that. Appliances. So I mean, this sticker went a bit dodgy when it won, but we'll ignore that. So I would really love to get a new air fryer. Currently we've got the Tefal ActiFry, which I feel like, I want to say it was like one of the original air fryers. We got this years and years and years ago, but it's one where it spins around, so it kind of pushes the food around in a circle, which if you're doing something like, I don't know, fish fingers or chips, it kind of just mushes everything together, where it's constantly spinning. It's just not the most ideal. So what I would love to do is maybe give that one to my mum, because she really loves the Tefal ActiFries. She would actually bought us our one as a present when we moved in, and save probably around £100 towards getting one of the newer kind of models of air fryer. I think £100 is roughly kind of what I was looking at for some of them, but we'll start putting some money away for that, and then we'll see how we go. Meals out. So obviously we have our eating out envelope that we use on a weekly basis. That normally gets stuffed with, I want to say on a normal month it's about £40 a week. This month it's been all over the place, but for example, like today, we only had £25, I think it was, for eating out this week. We've gone out for a family meal today on the bank holiday, and it cost us £40. So obviously that £25 wasn't enough, and that money ended up coming out of my personal spending money, some out of Ezra's or the family fun money for the week, and some out of groceries, which just, again, isn't ideal. So I need to find some sort of tracker or something that we can work towards and just stuff a little bit of money in here now and then, because we do love a little meal out. Days out, this is as it was in my old sinking funds. This is the colour, literally means nothing apart from it was part of 6 sinking funds that I had originally. So days out, it's got a little bit of money in there already. Garden, again, this is one of my original sinking funds. This just has a little bit of money. What is that? £45, I think. And yeah, I probably won't need to touch that for a little while, just because it's kind of coming towards the end of summer now, and I think we've kind of got everything we need for the garden at the moment. Cards, again, I like to buy cards in advance, so this will either go towards buying cards in advance. I mean, I say cards, I'm talking about birthday cards, thank you cards, Christmas cards, all that kind of thing. Now that I've got my Cricut, I have been making stuff, so this money is actually to go towards supplies for making cards. So that is the low priority sinking funds, and then I'll just walk you through the higher priority sinking funds, and then we can work out where that £60 is going to go. So we have my lovely 1 week ahead from We Got This Studio, and I have worked out, I should have written it down actually before I started this video, but I worked out what I need to pay for each letter to get to the amount that I need. So I've said that for 1 week of our costs we need £1,100, so that's what I'm working towards. I think that's a little bit more than we do actually need. I think it's just over £4,000 for a month, so it's a little bit more than we're going to need, but I'd rather have more in here than not enough. So yeah, I will be working towards that, and there will be a monthly amount that will be going into that. So yeah, I'm excited to get cracking on that. Gifts, this will just get stuffed as it always has, so it'll be £100 a month going into there. Home insurance, I got the Cash But Cute home insurance one. Again, I need to kind of figure out what amount I need to save for each icon, but that shouldn't be too difficult. I think I've budgeted I'm going to be paying £75 a month in here, so that should be fine. Garden waste is fully funded, so actually while I am here, where have I put my, here they are, I've got my box full of all of my bits and bobs here. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to pop my fully funded placeholder in here so I don't forget about that. And then emergency, so again another Cash But Cute here. So just a little emergency fund tracker. I need to work out how much I'm going to put into here, or how much we want to be working towards. But obviously I'm working on this along with the 1 week ahead. But obviously the 1 week ahead I'm going to try and not touch unless we have a really literal emergency that we need. Whereas the emergency fund for now, until we build everything up a bit, will be more like a buffer. So if there's like an unexpected cost that we haven't actually built up that sinking fund to cover, then this can help cover it. But ideally I won't be needing to dip into this either. A cleaner, so as of September we will be having a cleaner for an hour and a half every week. I am not the best at keeping on top of cleaning, and especially coming into the colder months I tend to suffer with seasonal affective disorder. I get quite depressed and low energy, low mood throughout most of the colder months. So for me it's part of prepping for that and just being realistic with the fact that I know I'm not going to be cleaning much over the winter, and that's not fair for anyone really. So a cleaner is going to be a massive help. I am so looking forward to that. Holiday, so again we've got the Cash But Cute Let's Get This latte started. This was actually a freebie in my order, which I'm so grateful for, because I hadn't actually planned what I was going to use for tracking holiday savings. But essentially this will be getting £150 every month. So I think what I'm going to do is each of the cappuccinos will be, or lattes, sorry. Each of the lattes will be £150, and what I will be doing is just marking those off. I may be putting placeholders in here too, but what I don't want to be doing is putting 150 cash in here each month, when that could just go straight into a starling pot and get some interest. So I'll just be filling in the tracker, I think, or the placeholders. I won't be putting physical money into here. So 150 for each of the lattes, and then 50 for each of the beans. And I think I worked that out. That got it to a total of 1,500. Which, yeah, that's not like a goal amount or anything, but it'll be great to have that there ready for putting towards our next holiday whenever we figure out what that will be. Right, then we have credit card. Oh, I've got hair stuck on there. Lovely. Does anyone else just molt everywhere you go? There we go. So we do have currently, I think it's about £2,500 on a credit card, which we're on a 0% on at the moment, which is absolutely fine. But I would love to get that paid off as soon as we can. So we'll be funneling whatever money we can into here. Again, I need to kind of go through and work out how much each of these icons is going to be. But yeah, for now we can just start putting some money in there and we'll tick them off as and when we can. Bathroom, we had our main bathroom, our family bathroom, done 4.5 years ago, and we made a decision at the time to be putting the matte black fixtures and fittings in. So like the shower is matte black, the bathroom tap and mixer is all matte black. People warned us at the time that they're not going to last very long, and we were like, nah, it looks so good, like we don't care, we're just gonna put it in. Of course, we should have listened. We're in a really hard water area, lots of line scale, and a lot of things in that bathroom now need replacing, which is a bit of a shame. And I would also like to, when we renovated the bathroom, we removed the window and put in like a really good extractor fan and everything. But I just miss having a window in the bathroom. Yeah, you just need a bit of fresh air in a bathroom, don't you? So I would love to put the window back into the bathroom as well. The window still exists on the outside of our house. It was just blocked up from the inside because it's on the back of our property, so we didn't really care about, like, you can't see it from the garden, you can't see it from the front of the house, so it didn't bother us. So this will be very slowly being drip fed into, because I can't imagine, given all the other priorities that we've got at the moment, like building up our emergency funds and 1 week ahead and stuff like that, this is not going to be a massive priority. And actually the bathroom is still in working order. It's just, it will need doing eventually. So we will be drip feeding cash into this over the next couple of years. And hopefully at some point we'll have enough. Car service, again, we'll be drip feeding into this. This is done once a year. We have a car on like, is it like PCP, like one of those plans? We've got a 4-year plan on ours. So yeah, we just do a little service here and there when we need it. Garden maintenance, this is quite a big cost for us. So we are lucky enough to have quite a large garden. But one of the main features of our garden is that it has very tall conifers, very tall, very thick, old conifers along one side of it, where we have the train line. So we live right on the train line. So you have the conifers, and then literally the other side is the train line. And the conifers are amazing for sound barriers. So it cuts out a lot of the sound from the trains passing. But having such large, like well-established conifers means that they need regular maintenance, so at least sort of yearly. We get some arborists to come in and chop those down for us, and that is, well, the last time they were here we'd left it a bit long, but that was around £500, so that is the amount I'm going to be working towards. If it's less than that, perfect. If not, we've got it there to spend, so we'll be working on that. Then UK holiday. So along with our other holiday, oh, hello, Booba Cat. Hey, you gonna come and say hello to everybody? There you go. You had to get in there, didn't you? Right, you're gonna mind out the way now so everyone can see what we're doing. Thank you. Good girl. Okay, you're going back, are you? So UK holiday, along with the other holiday tracker, I just want to have a bit put towards. We love going to centre parks. Excuse me, Booba Cat. Nobody can see what I'm talking about. Can you mind out the way? Come here. Come onto my lap. Get out the way. Yeah, we are centre parks fans. We love going to centre parks. So I just thought this little cozy cabin tracker was actually perfect. So £150 a month will be going, Booba, off here. Will be going into the regular holiday fund, and then £50 a month or thereabouts will be going into the cozy cabin UK holiday tracker. So whether or not that is for a future centre parks trip or just another staycation in the UK somewhere, it'll be really nice to have that fund going as well. Booba, thank you, good girl. So yeah, I just thought that was really gorgeous. I love that. So yeah, £50 a month is going to be going into there. I need to get my teeth in, don't I? I can't talk, Booba Cat. Right, home improvements. Again, this is one of my existing sinking funds from before. Definitely keeping that because that is well needed, hence why it's empty at the moment. So this is just for little things. Our plan is for my son's 3rd birthday in December, we are going to be moving him into our 2nd bedroom. So we have 3 bedrooms, but the 3rd bedroom being like a little box room, which he's in currently. That was his nursery. But we thought 3 is a good kind of milestone for him moving into his big boy bedroom, which is going to involve me painting a mural on the wall and needing new bedding for the double bed we have for him. So a lot of the money that's going to be needed for that bedroom renovation will be coming out of his Christmas and birthday funds, because his birthday is like 12 days before Christmas, so we don't mind kind of putting the two together a little bit while he's still young and doesn't really know. So yeah, we'll be definitely taking the money from those funds, and then also some of it is going to have to come from home improvements, because this was something we were going to end up having to do eventually anyway. So, and then, you know, just so we have some cash left over in his Christmas and birthday funds to actually get him some gifts too. Bulk, this is again a well-needed category. This is for things like washing powder, toilet rolls, kitchen rolls, those kinds of things we love to buy in bulk, usually from Costco, but wherever we can get them really. So yeah, definitely need to be working on that again. And then Boobacat. I've actually designed some trackers for Boobacat and some of the other ones. It's just a case of getting them printed, so I can laminate them and get them into here. And yeah, hopefully I need to work on having a look at those, but essentially the basics that we need in here is every 6 months or so we buy a 10 kilogram bag of her Royal Canin food, that we then put in like a airtight container and just feed her out of that every day. She loves that. That's what she's always had her whole life. She's, how old are you, baby? 8 years old, just under. So she's always been on that. So yeah, at a bare minimum, we need to make sure that there is about £60 in here. Or maybe is it 75? Yeah, about 75 in here for that food. And then obviously if there's any other costs associated with her, like vet bills or anything like that, that can go towards it as well. So that is all of my very many sinking funds. So now to decide where we put this money. And I'm thinking, actually, having just spoken about these categories that I need to kind of put a bit more in, I think I'm going to put £10 into bulk. Just because we've just recently had to buy some washing powder out of our groceries money, which is just annoying. So I'm going to pop that into there for now. And it's only a little bit, but it builds up, doesn't it? And again, home improvements, I think I'm going to put another £10 in there, because it is dawning on me that December is not that far away, and we're going to need to start buying bits for Ezra's bedroom. And then what else do I want? A lot of these have their kind of monthly amounts that they're going to be getting anyway. I don't want to put anything into credit card until I've kind of worked out what we actually need in there. Cleaner will have its monthly amount. Emergency. Garden's fully funded. Okay, so I'm not going to put anything else in my high priority. I think what I might like to do is just have a look at my Christmas binder, because again, talking about Christmas, well, December being not that far away, it's also dawning on me that I want to fill this 3 times to have the amount that I need for Christmas. I've had to look at my budget and kind of ramp up the amount that we are putting into Christmas as like a monthly set amount. And then also it is going to need some challenge money in it to boost it and to get it to that amount. I'd love to get this first 500 completed as soon as possible so that I can start shopping the sales, having money put aside for Black Friday and kind of things like that. So let's just see where we are at and what we could potentially add. So we have, oh, do you know what? I don't even want to count it up right now. Basically, we've got some space to fill, haven't we? So what have we got? We've got 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So I think what I'm going to do is going to cross off this 25. Takes a lot of what we have left to do, but like I said, this is a priority at the moment, so let's just get that done. So let's do 25. I'm just going to cross that off before I forget which one I said I was doing. So that's one of the bigger amounts done. There's only 2 25s left after that. Right, let's check that side. And then what one is it? It's number 15. So let's find 15. Perfect. So I'm going to pop this aside. And then that kind of, I literally feel myself breathing a bit of a sigh of relief knowing that this is going to get finished that little bit sooner. So that's perfect. let's pop that aside. Right, I said I wasn't going to do any more in high priority, didn't I? Wait, is that high priority? Which one? So maybe let's have a look in the low priority and see what we could put in here. So we've got 15 left. I think, given that we've just had that issue today with the meal out being more than what our eating out budget allowed, I'm going to put £5 into there. Again, I think I'll try and create some sort of tracker, so at least we're working towards a goal with that in some way. Appliances I'm not really fussed about doing quickly. Let's put another 5 into car clean as well. Feels more motivating to tick these off now that I know this is going to a specific goal, which I guess is the whole point of having sinking funds. So let's cross off another 5. So that leaves £20 to go into here, which is fab. That won't be far off being done. And then what else? I think, given that this month I've had to take quite a lot of my spending money to cover other bills where we've been a bit short, I'm going to treat myself and I'm going to give myself a little coffee. So what colour shall we do? Should we do a little pink? So I'm just going to do, what one should we do? So they're all £5. Let's do, I had one of these today. Let's do an iced coffee. I'm just going to mark that done, and then I'm just going to colour it in as well, because why not? Colour in the little cream at the top. Perfect. So we have our first one filled in on my spending tracker. So let's make sure we don't forget to put the money in as well. So let's just pop that in. I'll stick a little £5 in there, something to look forward to in the future. Right, so that is my £100 from Fill the Jar reallocated. I hope you guys enjoyed watching that, and I hope it wasn't too rambly with me talking through all my new categories and stuff. It's all looking quite empty at the moment, but obviously that will get more exciting into September when we've got a little bit more cash to stuff and a few more challenges to complete and things like that. So yeah, thanks for bearing with me, guys, and I'll see you very soon for my end of August count up of all the cash in my binders and what I've saved for this month. Bye.